Life is full of problems that we have to solve. Some people steal, lie, and cheat. It's tough, but true. There is, however, wisdom to be found in old philosophy, particularly Stoicism, even in the middle of chaos. The Stoics say that a philosopher is not someone who only reads books and thinks about ideas, but someone who is also involved in everyday life. Being kind and patient with other people is what Marcus Aurelius meant by this philosophy. Stoicism says that our right job is to be with other people, and that having important relationships is what makes life worth living. I'd like to share some useful Stoic wisdom with you in today's video. These are simple rules and lessons that will help you get the most out of your relationships with other people. Things that people do that bother you should not get under your skin. Let's get started. 1. Not interested in what other people think. It's interesting that we care about what people think now and what they will think in the future, even if we may never meet them. Marcus Aurelius thinks about this and says that people who are looking for praise might forget a very important fact. They won't be there to enjoy it. He thinks people in the future will be flawed in the same ways we are. In that case, where does real importance lie? Marcus says it has to do with our own views. Even though we put ourselves first, we respect other people's views. We know what's important to us. Marcus tells us to set standards based on our own values. Approval from others and real results are just expressions of what we do. Marcus says that views or likes are important online, but not in the bigger picture of life. What counts is being clear about what we want, making sure our actions match those goals, and being our best selves. 2. Tell the truth. Marcus Aurelius teaches a deep lesson about how to deal with the difficulties of life. As the first rays of dawn hit the ground, he advises a quiet activity to help you think before the day gets busy. Take a moment to think about the different kinds of people you will meet, from the sneaky and dishonest to the pointless and envious. The range of human traits is waiting for you to connect with them. Marcus encourages character resilience in the face of this unavoidable diversity of types. Recognize that there are people in the world who may have traits that are opposite to your own, even if they are silly or mean. Even though they might be mean, he stresses how important it is to keep your own ethics. Not only should you be honest and true with yourself, but also with people whose actions may be very different from what they really are. In a world where people's actions can be both interesting and hard to deal with, Marcus urges people to make a pledge to being good. He knows that there are many people whose deeds may not be very good. Still, he stresses how important it is to stay good even when things are hard. It's a warning that being good is more important than ever in a world where the balance between good and bad is often off. 3. Do not let things bother you. Marcus teaches us a crucial lesson about resilience and self-reflection through the complex web of human relationships. Imagine a situation in which someone's actions make you uncomfortable or pique your feelings as you deal with the inevitable moments of hurt, rudeness, or mistakes made by others. Marcus Aurelius said that the most important question is not, "Why did they do that?" but, "When have I done something similar?" This kind of introspective questioning is a powerful way to understand and show empathy because it recognizes that everyone makes mistakes and hurts others without meaning to. Marcus Aurelius tells us to think about why we did the things we did in the past. Most of the time we did these things because we weren't aware of them or because we were trying our best, even if the result wasn't what we wanted. Recognizing that everyone is fallible by nature, Marcus questions the idea that people are either naturally good or bad. Stoic philosophy advises us to grab the other handle in those moments when others hurt us, break our trust, or make mistakes. This means avoiding the urge to blame others or give up on people based on a few rare events, and avoiding taking such actions personally. Marcus instead leads us to a deeper level of understanding by helping us show others empathy in the same kind of caring way we show ourselves kindness. We cultivate a mindset of forgiveness and understanding by acknowledging the common battles and imperfections that bind humanity. Instead of putting ourselves on a platform of moral authority, this Stoic way of thinking tells us to accept the thing that brings us all together, our humanity. 4. Don't rush. In his groundbreaking work Meditations, Marcus deals with the harsh facts of human behavior. He faces the undeniable truth that people do bad things sometimes. The first few notes of Meditations could be called a symphony of doubt because they bring out the less desirable sides of people, like how easily we lie, cheat, and chase after silly, pointless goals. Marcus's raw honesty in admitting that people are flawed is the background against which he teaches a deep Stoic lesson. People may, in fact, suck, as he says straight out. A driving principle, a light of worth in a world that isn't perfect, lies beneath this recognition. The essence of this wisdom lies in upholding what is right, which is the pinnacle of virtue. As Marcus goes deeper into Meditations, he emphasizes a basic truth. Doing what is morally right is inherently good. In a world where many things may seem temporary or even pointless, the Stoic philosophy says that sticking to what is right is valuable in and of itself. In a sense, it turns into the only point of purpose in a world of imperfections. Additionally, Marcus encourages us to learn to be patient with people who may not follow this moral standard. Stoics believe that people are naturally difficult and can cause a lot of problems. Because of this, they encourage people to be patient, self-disciplined, and fair, even when things don't seem fair. Marcus Aurelius said that embracing Stoicism means facing truth and accepting it without any resistance. It's about accepting the imperfections of the world and its people while firmly sticking to a set of beliefs and duties that don't change no matter what. According to the Stoic view, things may be the way they are, but that doesn't mean people should change their morals and core beliefs. A Stoic views the world not as a perfect, idealized paradise, but as a complicated web of problems and imperfections. But in this fabric, there is a chance to be self-disciplined, fair, and most of all, a shining example of goodness in a world that can sometimes seem missing in those traits. 5. Be a good model. One of the most important Stoic ideas is summed up by Seneca's words, "Happy is he who makes others better." This quote captures the core of Stoicism, going beyond personal growth to stress the changing power of making others better. As you learn more about this philosophy, being a Stoic isn't just about being a good example, it's also about being an inspiration. As an example, think of a Stoic as a shining light of virtue who doesn't just speak the right things. Their deeds and the good things they do for others also shine. It goes beyond intellectual talks and includes actions that help others and have a lasting effect on the well-being of everyone. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "Don't talk about your philosophy, embody it." This is a great way to remember how to make a difference in other people's lives. A set of ideas isn't enough. You have to live them. You have to be your best self in every part of your life. When a Stoic does this, they become a force for good, changing other people just by being an example. This Stoic concept is beautiful because it works both ways. In fact, a Stoic does improve the world around them by making other people better. But the real benefit goes beyond helping others. It's a way to find happiness for yourself. Watching the good things that happen because you were your best self become bigger, and bigger sources of happiness becomes a deep source of satisfaction. Stoics work hard because they are naturally driven to do so. The desire to make a good difference turns into a moving force that motivates people to keep working hard and being dedicated. Stoics know that striving for greatness not only makes other people better, but it also gives them joy and a sense of purpose in life. Stoicism is basically an action philosophy that tells people to be good, help others, and work for the good of everyone. Finding happiness doesn't just come from personal accomplishments. It comes from the positive impact a Stoic can have on the world and the people in it. It shows how deeply satisfying our own needs are connected to making the lives of those around us better. This idea is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. 6. Love a lot. At first look, the Stoics may seem tough and emotionless, but Seneca shows another side of their philosophy. He says that love is not only something that is nice to have, but also something that is necessary. Marcus Aurelius shares an important lesson that he learned from his teachers: to be full of love and not too passionate. This helps us understand a Stoic way of thinking that goes beyond emotional distance and focuses on developing love for others. People often think of Stoics as emotionally detached, but the philosophy actually pushes people to deeply connect with the world around them. Seneca says that people should actively look for love instead of just waiting for it to happen. The importance of bringing good energy into the world is highlighted by Marcus Aurelius, who furthers this sentiment. As the Beatles once said, "The essence lies in what you contribute, because that's what you can change." When looking for love and personal happiness, the Stoic philosophy offers a new way of looking at things. Instead of waiting for approval from others, focus on giving them what they want. Marcus puts this idea into a few simple words. If you want to feel good, do good things. If you want love, plant seeds of love in the world. This is a powerful call to take charge of your emotions by spreading good vibes. Taking a lesson from Seneca's wisdom, seeing every situation as a chance to be kind, becomes a core Stoic principle. Stoicism promotes an active way of interacting with the world, where the focus is on spreading love and kindness by embracing this mindset. In this way of thinking, the philosophy says that if you actively spread happiness, the positive results will easily come back to you, keeping the promise that everything else will take care of itself. 7. Don't compare yourself to other people. In his Meditations, Marcus writes about Stoic wisdom that is in line with the wise statement that comparison takes away joy. Marcus tells us to think about how silly it is to be jealous of other people when we don't know enough about their lives. To fight emotional urges and negative thought patterns, the Stoic method suggests doing tasks that make you think about yourself. Imagine a different world where we don't have the things or situations we currently enjoy. This makes us think about how silly our envy is. This exercise in self-reflection shows how temporary and personal envy is. Stoicism basically encourages a mindset change from constant comparison to contentment with our current situations. In essence, Stoicism encourages the practice of gratitude, acceptance, and the realization that the path to contentment is an internal process rather than an external comparison. This echoes the wisdom of Epicurus, as quoted by Seneca, emphasizing that true satisfaction lies in realizing that enough will never be enough for the person to whom enough is too little. Stoicism reminds us that genuine happiness comes from recognizing and accepting the sufficiency of what we have right now by embracing the philosophy of sufficiency. 8. Love the people you care about. Imagine organizing a sizable family get-together for a special event so that everyone can catch up and share joyous moments. But life's uncertainty comes to the fore when a family member who was supposed to be there gets sick at the last minute. The happy occasion turns into a powerful illustration of the Stoic principle of memento mori, emphasizing how fleeting moments are that we often take for granted. Stoicism supports a mindset shift in this situation. The philosophy tells people to enjoy the present rather than thinking that future events will happen. Loved ones aren't permanent. Their presence is a gift that lasts only a short time. This Stoic wisdom tells us to value the time we spend with them, which will help us feel closer to them even when life is unsure. In this case, the real application of memento mori lies in embracing life's unexpected twists and changes. To be present, show love, and enjoy the passing moments with family is what this song is all about. Basically, the philosophy helps people deal with problems by encouraging them to be thankful for the present moment and build important relationships. 9. Say sorry and forgive. Because we were wrong, it's important to say sorry in a serious way. Not only does this mean saying sorry, but it also means taking responsibility for our acts and realizing how they may have affected other people around us. By doing this, we show that we are humble and want to fix our mistakes. If you make a bad choice that causes a project delay, think about this. In a team meeting, the boss might say out loud that they made a mistake. They wouldn't just apologize for the trouble they caused. They'd also explain what they plan to do to fix it. This openness not only builds trust again, but it also helps to set the stage for learning and growth. Being able to forgive is just as important. Keeping a grudge can ruin relationships and make it hard to work together. When we forgive others for their mistakes, we help build a society of growth and understanding. One example is if someone on the team accidentally disproves a co-worker's idea during a brainstorming session. The person who was hurt might choose to forgive, understanding that everyone makes mistakes. This forgiveness creates a good mood where people can say what they think without worrying about getting in trouble. In both cases, the lessons learned are what matter. Saying sorry and accepting are not just ways to make things right. They are also important parts of growing up as a person and as a group. 10. Help people learn how to deal with conflicts. In the complicated dance of human contact, disagreements are bound to happen. However, Stoic wisdom lies in learning how to resolve these disagreements, not in avoiding them. Instead of letting emotions rise, it's important to create an atmosphere that encourages learning how to solve conflicts. As a base, encouraging open discussion is important. At a team meeting, people may have different ideas about which parts of a job should be done first. Instead of shutting down disagreement, make a place where people can freely share their thoughts. This not only makes it possible to find the real problems, but it also creates an environment of openness. The next step is to teach people how to find shared ground. Come up with a case where co-workers disagree about how to divide up resources. Encourage everyone to find common goals and work together to find a solution by bringing up the idea of agreement. This strategy not only settles the current disagreement, but also fosters a sense of team unity. Additionally, learning how to actively listen can make a huge difference in situations where misunderstandings cause stress. Get people to pay close attention to what each other are saying. This not only helps people understand each other better, but it also shows that you value different points of view. By giving people the tools they need to deal with these difficulties, the Stoic method to conflict resolution essentially lies in turning disagreements into chances for growth and understanding. We not only ease problems in the present, but we also build a stronger and more peaceful group in the future. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, follow, and click the notice bell if you liked the video. Leave your ideas below. I look forward to hearing from you. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.